Hallelujah. Mhm. Hey, people. Hey, YouTube. How y'all doing? Well, it pains me, ladies and gentlemen, to say anything against LGBTQ person who is running for office. I think it's great that when people run for office. I'm always rooting for the minorities. Anybody who can break the glass ceiling on politics. So I have to say that this news here hits me just like when Kanye West was announced he was running for president. I think it's foolishness. No chance at all winning. What's going to come out of this is people will start saying the name Caitlyn Jenner again, because no one's been saying her name since the little failed reality TV show. So in a general way, I like the idea of people, and I consider LGBTQ people as another minority, right? Just like I root for Black people who run for office, I root for Latin people who run for office, LGBTQ people running for office. I think it's great, but not in this case. Caitlyn Jenner, this is nothing but a publicity stunt. This is some of this damn reality show society that we have created by putting Donald Trump as the president of the United States. I guess she figures that if he can do it, anybody can. There's a point to be made there. If you elect Donald Trump to be the president, anything is possible. Hey, people. Hi, Redbone. Mm-hmm. How you doing, Connie? Hey there, Uncle Tim. Yep. I guess she's serious. She actually filed a paperwork to run for governor of the state of California. I mean, California, we're a very liberal state. So if it could happen anywhere, it could happen here. But she's just not qualified. Caitlyn Jenner, I mean, has she even been out of the house since she had her transition? I mean, she hasn't really been doing anything. She couldn't even win over the support of the transgender community. I doubt she can win over the support of everyone else in California. I mean, this is a Democratic state. So any Republican trying to run for office would have a hard time. I mean, we had, like, what wasn't Schwarzenegger, wasn't he Republican? I don't know. They've had celebrities before. But Caitlyn Jenner, you have no qualifications whatsoever. Like that, who's that woman on there on The View, the blonde woman? Who was she? Meghan McCain? She said, "My old California's a mess." We are the 5th largest economy in the world. That's more than, I mean, that place is higher than most countries in the world, right? So watch your mouth. We got problems, but don't pretend that homeless people only live in California. So that woman, she brought that up on The View. But if you look at most cities, if you put in your search engine, most major cities, you will see that homelessness is a problem all over this country, honey. Yes, the rents here are high, so it's hard to get from homeless to stability. We all understand that, honey. But I don't know that Caitlyn Jenner is going to be able to come in here and fix what all the experts have been working on for years. But we've always had a problem here. Even before we even heard of homeless people, it used to just be hobos and things like that. We didn't even have an official name for the people. But now people live in tents on the street and so forth. It's a major problem. But there are other problems. I mean, Gavin Newsom, they trying to what do you call that? Impeach him because he ate in a restaurant during COVID. Whatever. I don't know. I don't totally follow politics. I just think this is not your moment, Caitlyn. I think you're going to bleed this for some publicity, just like your compadre Kanye West did. I don't think it means anything. I think, well, maybe you'll get another reality show out of it, something like that. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner is 71 years old. God damn, you just went through your transition. Shouldn't you be living your new life? You want to get thrust into, because that was the big problem when she had her reality show. A big problem that she had with the trans community was her support for the Republican Party. And she was a staunch Republican, although Republican hated our ass and followed us around every corner as far as gay marriage was concerned. Gays in the military was concerned. Everything about the Republican Party fought against everything that we are, our entire being. And she is a staunch Republican. Now I don't know how that's going to work, Caitlyn Jenner. You know that people have disdain for anything LGBTQ, and you know they must particularly have disdain for anybody who is transgender. But you are one of them. Except they don't accept you, but then you want to function with people who are primarily Democrats, Californians, LGBTQ people. I say publicity stunt. There have been celebrities from the lowest runs who said they're running for president. You know, people talk about them for a couple of weeks and they go away. She may be able to work it into some kind of a show, more than likely, Caitlyn for governor kind of thing, and turn it into that. But I doubt very seriously this woman actually thinks she's going to be elected the governor of California when she's never even been a mayor. She's never worked on a city council. She's never done anything but athletes. She was a famous athlete as a male, right? So yes, she has extensive experience competing. She's probably a very competitive person, but this is a race that is foolish to think you could win. My opinion. Okay, I would even vote for T.S. Madison. If T.S. Madison's, I'm voting for governor, I would vote. I wouldn't necessarily think she will win. I wouldn't think she will win anything, but just because of who she is, I would automatically vote for her, right? No, Caitlyn, I can't see it for you, honey. Anyway, they're about equally as qualified for the job. No offense, T.S. You know I love you, honey. How y'all doing? Y'all over there watching the takedown? We don't need another hero. We don't need another hero. All we need is go for blood under the Thunderdome. All the people say. Y'all see Olivia the Oracle? The girls are over there having, honey, a blood fest. The only thing what frustrates me about the StreamYard deal is you can't hear anybody. I mean, you just can't hear people over all that people. But some people enjoy it. The girls are having a ball over there. People enjoy watching it. I guess people like Sean Bradley, they love that kind of stuff. So there's an audience for it. But they're over there having the Thunderdome too. So I guess this is going to be a new thing that Olivia the Oracle is going to do. It makes sense, you know. I just wish you could hear each other. Okay, she doesn't know anything about politics. She's been a Republican all her life, and so she's somewhat passionate about Republican values. I don't know. She was also a follower of Donald Trump, so their views are pretty shallow. Donald Trump didn't really believe anything, except for he's a racist. But she's followed politics. I don't know if that qualifies you to be the governor. I mean, what would you do about homelessness, Caitlyn Jenner? What do you think about that over breakfast? Girl. Whatever. I mean, we all watching all, you know, we see all of how this publicity stuff works. What happened to Kanye West? I thought he was going to be the president. Mm-hmm. Hi there, nappy child. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing on today, baby? Sang it. Don't need to find a way home. Did y'all watch that movie? I never saw it. I know I love that Tina Turner singing that lead song. I like a lot of Tina Turner songs. People say, well, she wasn't a great singer. She was more of a rock and roll entertainer kind of thing. But I've always liked her singing. That one, let me see. What's that other one? Yeah, she had another one I was just thinking about today. Hope he unseat Newsom, and Newsom should take Kauskan and Bowen with him. I don't even know who the people are, hey. You follow closer than I do, Jamie. And I live here in California. I just don't like local news. I mean, you should watch local news to know what's going on in your own community. But I watch a lot of news, but it's always cable news, right? So the whole career of Gavin Newsom. I know he was the mayor here. I always liked him. I mean, I liked him as a mayor here, but I hadn't followed his career past here, you know. But you know, they criticize everything the person does, of course. So now the big issue with him is they consider it a scandal because he ate in a restaurant when he told us not to eat in restaurants, right? With some kind of fundraiser, some kind of business people or whatever. Like he was the only one in the damn restaurant. I don't know. I don't know. Those people in politics, they're not much different than the damn beef sector, are they? Choose your sides, honey. That's a blood sport there. Shit. Trump was not Republican at first until he needed the party to have the ability to win, and it worked. Yep, that's the truth. He was a Democrat. Switched over. They didn't give a fuck. They just accepted it. Crazy. That's gonna go down. That's gonna be in the history books. How in the hell did Donald Trump go from being a reality star, pretending to be a billionaire on television, to the president of the United States? That don't make no damn sense. They should. I wouldn't surprise me if they're still investigating exactly how that happened. We were all sitting here thinking Hillary was the next president, and then out of nowhere he won. So if anybody think that Donald Trump didn't cheat at every opportunity he got, whatever. What it's saying to people is, even though I'm just a silly person who is a carnival barker, who is basically a worldwide asshole, known around the world as an asshole, I can still become the president if I spend enough money in the right places. I don't think she would win if she was a cis-born woman. So I don't think it's got. I mean, of course, her being a trans woman is going to be an issue with the Republicans, but their conservative values and all that bullshit. But I don't think that would be. You won't even need to use that card, honey. She's so unqualified. You always felt some way about Harvey Milk. Oh, bless his heart. We got Harvey Milk Plaza here, and they have all kind of the subway stations named after Harvey Milk. We have Harvey Milk schools. He was a hero, a local hero. Yeah, that was a tragic story. But he was a gay politician in California, the first, I think. They'll blame it on being. Well, I think it's good that trans people are becoming more public. I don't have a problem with that at all. And if she were a qualified person, I'd be eager to support someone like that. But they would have to be qualified. I mean, California, this is a big state, honey. This state is like mix 3 other states, put them all together. That's California. So it's almost like it's a whole damn separate, like Texas. They're huge states. We don't need to be in there playing. Well, Arnold did it. Don't play, Miss Caitlyn. But we didn't take Donald Trump seriously either, right? A lot of people didn't. I didn't until maybe the last couple of months of the damn election, when I saw his poor performances at the damn debates. I said, no way, this is silly. Why are we doing this? Next thing you know, he's the president. Whatever, honey. It's strange how I've been about news, though. I haven't been watching it at all since my interest was Donald Trump getting out of office. That was it for me. That was the most interesting thing about politics. So we'll get back into following things, but it hasn't been for the last few months. Thank God. Nowadays, anything is possible. Lord have mercy. I mean, it'd be different if she tried to run for city council, or she tried to, build a career. But just to jump out of nowhere, talking about you're going to be the damn governor, it's ridiculous. Surely there's some other career she could. I mean, I guess she's not ready to sit down yet. She's living her new life as a woman. What's it been, a few years now? How long has she been on? Maybe 5 years, something like that. And she's not ready to retire. She wants to do something. I think she has money, right? They have money, so she don't have to do it. Why would you take on a job like that at 71 years old and you ain't never even ran for a dog catcher? I'm sure you can find something else to do, Caitlyn Jenner. They're hooked on that damn that fame. Because obviously she can go into any business that she wanted to go into. She could have a string of Caitlyn Jenner restaurants if you wanted to. She's a celebrity for being on a reality show. Lord have mercy. Yes, L, I see what you're saying. If she wins, I would be shocked. Not because she's a celebrity with no political experience, because Arnold Schwarzenegger, Trump, and Reagan didn't either. They won. I mean, I guess it must be said. I don't know. No, the country is, I mean, well, it wouldn't be the country, it'd be California. Even California is not ready just to put somebody in office just to make a statement, honey. This state needs true leadership. So I think Newsom is a decent guy. He has some scandals here about womanizing and stuff like that. But as far as I can tell, he made all the right moves in the beginning. People were praising him with the COVID, and then it switched somehow or other, which is bound to do in something that's gone on this long. I'm your private dancer. This is you, Nappy Child. A dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Just your private dancer. A dancer for money. And any old music will do. Gonna make $1 million. That's what the pimps always tell them. They're gonna make $1 million, girl. See, baby, shouldn't I have some of that money? Mm-hmm. Just your private dancer. No. You know another one I like, Nappy Child? You're the best. Da, da, da. You're better than all the rest. I'm hooked on your love. Y'all remember what Ike told Annabelle? What's her name? Anime? What's her real name? He said Anime when he first met her in the movie. He said, Anime, you sing like a man. I understood what she's saying. Not that her voice sounded like a man, but the way she sang, it was she took control. It wasn't demure at all. I'm hooked on your love. Tina's retired now. Let me see what else is going on here. Did I tell y'all I got my first shot? Okay. It took about an hour after I called them. I felt stupid for delaying it so long, but my neighbor who got his at the same place today, I ran into him. He said that he got really sick after his second shot, which we keep hearing about these second shots with Moderna. And so we can anticipate a little bit of that. But I've been sick from a whole lot more serious things than a shot. I had no reaction whatsoever to this first one. Jesse, we don't say that name in here. Jesse, don't make me time your ass out. Jesse, I got it. Jesse, don't take it personally, but you mentioned that name, the name that must not be spoken. So I got to remove your message. Now I ain't reporting you. I ain't taking you out nothing. But we don't say that name or that other one. They seem like them people got their hands full over there anyway. Don't go nowhere, Jesse. Don't take it personally, honey. Stop my money. She's wasting. I did too. My first shot due to go back soon to the second shot. They're about a month apart, Nappy Child? I think it's a month. I go back next month. I couldn't believe how smoothly it went, though. I called them, and then I went to this meeting that I have. And while I was in the meeting, this is only like an hour later, they called me 3 times. They said, "We're trying to reach you. We have an opening." So I guess if anybody falls off, you get in the list. But the whole process took about an hour. And then after I got there, I sat there for maybe 30 minutes total, including the 15 minutes afterwards. So it was real easy. So I guess more and more people are getting vaccinated, so that, you don't have lines and stuff to deal with. But I got Moderna. Mm-hmm. What else is going on? I'm hooked up. No. Okay. Left a good job down in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleep, and I was worried about the way things might have been. Big wheel, keep on turning. Ooh, proud Mary, keep on burning. Yeah, we're rolling, rolling, yeah, rolling on the river, rolling on the. Who left a good job in the city? Hey, welcome. I had them girls looking like they was his hoes and stuff. But he was shaking them asses. He said that's the way they treated them too. Hey there, RJ Supreme. My grandma is 88, and she had no symptoms. See, there you go. We're gonna take our chances, honey. I ain't scared of no shots. They had to go in there and cut pieces of my liver a couple years ago. But it's been 3 years now. Cancer, AIDS, diabetes. Guy ain't thinking about no shot. Have you looked at the PP list of people who have gotten loans, i.e., bishops, preachers, and scammers? No, I didn't watch it. First name. I'm not into researching these people, honey. If they get a loan, I mean, if they qualify for the loan, why shouldn't they have it? Shit. I'm glad somebody gets some money. Particularly if they call it a loan, I guess they have to prove that it's for their employees, to keep their employees and whatever. But if they meet the qualifications, who are we to judge them? Shit. Go ahead, get you some money, honey. Because a lot of those people who own their own businesses, they didn't get no I don't think they got stimulus checks, right? Or were they able to qualify for even personal stimulus checks if they've been self-employed? I don't know how it works, honey. But I don't get it. I'm not looking up nobody's address. I ain't looking up no phone numbers. I don't give a damn if they got PPE loans. I don't care about other people's business. Some people play that way, honey. God bless them. If that's the way they want to play, do it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. So that's why I have to cut people off, because I don't play in the same arena they play in. I'm not going to be sitting up here calling the FBI on people. I have too extensive a history with dealing with police that I take it very seriously. All you got to do is look at the news every damn day, and you see about the interactions between Black people and police. They are not your friend, honey. I don't play with them. So if you're going to play that game, you want to call that, and you want to call the Social Security, you want to call your job, you want to call my apartment building, you want to do all that kind of stuff. I'm not playing with you at all. No, you play too dirty. That rock gut. You want to sit up here, you want to talk, you want to do a little roasting gag and whatever, that's fine. As soon as you start talking about you calling somebody, I don't give a damn who you calling. You calling people and then checking on their records and all that kind of I'm not on no parts of it. And the same thing, baby, I'm seeing it over and over and over again. The very same thing make you laugh or make you cry. These sayings become sayings. They become standards because there's truth in them, honey. The same thing you makes you laugh or make you cry. Just you going to call somebody on somebody today. Next week they somebody's calling on you, and many times you don't even know who the fuck it was. You don't know who called on you, but you're playing that game, honey. Same thing make you laugh or make you cry. Don't play the game at all. It's got to go away, people. We are civilized. Why should the beef sector be the only place you can go and fat shame people? Whole damn world say, no, that's wrong. They don't care on here. Every other word got to be on somebody's weight. Yes, I've been guilty of whatever. When you get into it with them, but just don't get into it with them, man. And now I'm finding that you can't eliminate every damn body. Oh, I can't talk about that one. Oh, I ain't talking about that one. Oh, that one's dead over there. Oh, that goddamn, who's left? Proud Mary, keep on burning. You hear the other one? What other one? In the night, Bush city limit. 25 was the speed limit. Let me see. They go to church on Friday. They cabaret every Sunday. No, they go to church on, no, they cabaret on Friday. They go to church every Sunday. They call it Knott Bush, a little old town. Oh, Knott Bush. On the Knott Bush city limit. Have you looked at the preachers, bishops? Well, they're gonna get PPE loans because they have employees. As long as you're using it for employees, one of those loans you have to pay back. I don't know what the initials are, but PPP is, from what I understand, is for to keep your employees, to pay your employees. But the other loan, you can use it anywhere in your business, right? If your lights are turned out at the business, you can pay your light bills. You can do whatever you have to do in your business. Now, you can't go out there buying flat screen TVs and saying it's for the business, right? I don't think it's intended for that. I don't know how much they're going to pursue that, but there have been people who have just straight out lied, scammed, and gotten PPE loans, don't even have a business, don't have no employees, and they have been pursued and arrested, right? So they can employ more FBI just to go and arrest your ass, honey. So don't get too comfortable thinking you scamming the government. You don't want them on their ass, honey. No, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You get a few dollars. It ain't like it's all that much money. I guess there's some of them getting $20,000 though, $30,000. But if you have a business, you need it, I guess, because when I go up and down Market Street here, there are so many businesses that are closed. I mean, closed where the place is boarded up, but the furniture is moved out of the business. They're not coming back. If somebody comes back in there, they would have to release the building and start a whole new business. And this is in brand new buildings, all up and down Market Street, right? So of course those people need help. Those ones that are barely straight, they even start closing the damn subway. All the damn Carl's Jr.'s is gone. All the subways is gone. I mean, they were struggling anyway. There had been a building boom here before this COVID thing hit. And so a lot of these neighborhoods have been gentrified, where they have a different kind of business in those neighborhoods now, right? They didn't want the spot, the Carl Jr., where all the drug addicts are hanging around. They even closed down the Burger King. Too many dollar hamburgers being sold here. So those neighborhoods are getting a different kind of retail space. So this city's going to change quite a bit when they reopen. I bet a third of the businesses up and down Market Street are closed. Some when they have started having those riots, but most of it is because of COVID. I think the old black people still mad about the 50s and 60s, like Maxine Waters now. They out for revenge, seem like they never listened to Dr. Martin Luther King. Eric, 13. Eric, you're not 13 years old, are you? Please, young people, if you're in here and you are a young person, please let us know, because I don't want to be sitting up here cussing out nobody It happened one time. I told this guy off or whatever, and somebody said, it's just a teenager. I said, but damn, he's just talking like a teenager. He didn't done anything wrong. I feel terrible about it. 145 people want the chat. Please show your support. Okay. Thank you, Redbone. Hi, Redbone. Did I even speak to anybody? Lord have mercy. Hi, Redbone. Let's get the algorithm popping. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. So did y'all see the Thunderdome? I was just in San Francisco last week. There are a lot of places that are shut down. Even my favorite restaurant. Oh, I'm sorry, Blind Spot. Yeah, you see, we ain't got no tourists coming here. And nobody coming, not for the whole year. And that's a primary, source of revenue here. At least down at the pier. Usually it's packed with tourists down there, right? The hotels are closed. The major hotels are closed. Some of them are even being used to house homeless people because of this COVID vaccine, people who are tested positive for COVID, because that's the only revenue they're getting. They're getting nothing. So it's changed so many times. I don't even know what the rules are now. I was in a restaurant yesterday for pickup, and there were people sitting in there. I said, "Oh, I guess it changed again." So now they're inside. Most of these restaurants have got, the ones who have stayed open have got like outside. I guess they got special permits to build seating outside of their restaurants. So I don't know. I'm impressed by how fast, though, they're vaccinating the whole country. That's a major undertaking. Okay, who said? Sage Gage says a loud mess under Thunderdome needs order. That's why I haven't messed with it, honey. But they're really having a good time. I guess if you like it, maybe some people don't understand. But the whole reason I fell out with that damn Sean Bradley is because I went over there and I didn't realize that that's what those things were, right? So, with the hollering and screaming and yelling over each other and all that kind of stuff, I stumbled in over there, and I took offense because he didn't stop them people from yelling and screaming at me, not let me talk, right? I didn't realize that that's what they do. So in that respect, it's just my lack of understanding the situation. Because that's when I first got an attitude with him. Now there have been other things too since then, but that was the initial thing. Some people love it, I love it as long as I can hear it. But I guess it's too much to try to mute people, and because StreamYard has decided that it's a good thing to take the power away from the moderator, and then allow these people to unmute when they want to. You can mute them, but they can just unmute it. I didn't know that when I went over there. They were just pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding, and I was just kind of talking all this kind of shit. I didn't realize I could unmute, and when he muted me, I would stay muted, and they would just hurl insults, But I think I'm just too old for all that hollering and screaming. Maybe when I was younger, I used to get into arguments with people. I had that kind of energy. Not anymore. Okay, Nina Goji, Nina Goji. At first, okay. So there's a person named First. Is the Warford open? Okay, Nina's saying, I think it's a weekly battle to the death at Miss Olivia's. Anything goes, they yell, and you can. I mean, it's a place for that. You want to go over there and do that. You want to get off some energy. You want to tell somebody off. But I think it just started last week, though, where they had an official name for it. She started calling the Thunderdome. But yeah, so now this is, I guess, Thunderdome 2. I would go ahead and number them just so people have easy reference. Thunderdome 2, Thunderdome 3, Thunderdome 4, and whatever. Be pretty easy to keep up with. Outside seating so close to the curb, they're nearly in the street. Okay, Black for Beauty. I've seen restaurants with outside seating so close to the curb, they're nearly in the street. Too dangerous. Well, here they have them in the street. Yeah, they go into the street. They've taken out the whole parking lane, because there's not a lot of space in San Francisco. So all they have is right in front of the store. They're on the sidewalk, and because you got to have a throughway for people to walk through, and then they have them in the street where they built these wooden boxes. Some of them have even taken to decorating them. But if things keep moving, I guess if they can eat inside, they'll remove all that. Since there's been so much back and forth, they're probably hesitant to take it down now. Hi, Sharon Morrison. You would make a good pop. No, I wouldn't, LaSparkle. But thank you for saying that, LaSparkle Covington. Timothy, you would make a good councilman. No. Child, they'll pull that record and they just start pulling it and pulling it. Goddamn. These people complaining about somebody eating in a restaurant. Child, Lord have mercy. No, I don't think I'm ready for the politics, honey. Okay. Sage Gage said the concept is great for beef sector, just needs rules. Yeah, they need a way to do it better. So when you have 6-8 people up there screaming, what can you really hear? But I mean, some of the reads are good where you can hear what they're saying. So maybe not as many people on at the same time. Maybe they can rotate people in and out, whatever. I don't know. I don't know the answers to all that. So far, I haven't done StreamYard. I think I signed up for it because I remember the page coming up, and then I said, no, I don't want to do this. I was doing like an interview with one person or 2 people or something like that. But no, the big ones, I couldn't handle them. Now, Bradley, people like him, he loved it. Yeah. He shared it all. The louder it gets, the more excited he gets, right? So today he was on there. Yeah, I go and look at everybody. Today he was on there. He was complaining because the people gave him such a hard time for having these same kind of situations where he would open up the lines and let people just argue and scream and holler. They criticized him, he said, and now they're appreciating Olivia's. Well, did they stop you from doing it, Bradley? I mean, seriously, what goes on them what do you call them? Those things he has, Zooms. I mean, they enjoy that. So positive vibes. Thank you, Jamie. I believe it's a setup for poor Black people. I know they could not stop if they don't qualify, but then they go through. Okay. Oh, you're talking to L. Okay. So what did L say? I can't follow. Okay. Set up for poor Black people. I know they could stop it if you don't qualify, but they let it go through. Are you talking about the PPE loans? I mean, the people can get the money, why not get it? Somebody gonna get it. People get mad at other people getting money. I don't give a damn about them getting no money. I mean, I did have a situation a little bit ago because it seemed to be so much, but they can't tell me they didn't have a way of confirming these people's claims. Okay. They made it too easy. They can't tell me they didn't have a way of confirming these people's claims, right? Yeah, they're pretty easy. Well, probably because they had a pot of money that had been approved, right? Well, you should start talking in the trillions, $1,000 billion. Oh, come on. They probably just had to get rid of the money, pass it out. But as long as the people had a business, I mean, even if you don't have a business, what business is that in mind? Girl, please. Because I didn't get it. I got that stimulus check and a new computer. I like that. I'm just grateful, 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 grateful. If you see me walking down this, it's because I'm grateful. We are opening back up. Y'all opening back up? Where you at, Nina? What city? What state you're in? I got to check out the local news to see where San Francisco stands. But I look out the window. Everybody's still wearing a mask. You can't go anywhere without a mask. So basically the same rules are applying. You have your shots though. So if you contact this thing, it won't make you as sick, and it certainly won't put you in an emergency room. I wouldn't mind going to a gym again, but I think that's still a ways off for me. My way behind. Let me see. The concept is great. Be under the Thunderdome. Did you easy to where are all the shit? Lord, blind spot? I don't know. I used to love to go to the thrift shops. I would go from all over the city. I would keep on going until I found a precious item. But now, almost all of them are gone. Did you easy, Timothy, where are all the thrift stores in San Francisco? Yeah, I couldn't find any. They're gone. I mean, they took the Goodwill, which was a decent looking building. It's one story, of course, but it's where they had the headquarters and all that kind of stuff. So they had maybe a city block was just the Goodwill owned that property. They tore down the Goodwill, which was one story, and now they've got 30-story high rise on that same property. A lot of these places used to be gas stations here. It's hard to find a gas station here too. They have torn down the gas station and built condos on that property, so they can get, multiple stories, 10 stories high on what used to just be a little gas station. So now the thrift stores, they ain't got a chance, honey. Only ones got a chance are the people who are old people who own their buildings. Because there's no, you can't have rent control on a retail space. So now so many retail spaces are empty that they're offering them special deals, like free rent and so forth, just to get people in the buildings. The city is requiring that these owners of these buildings fill them up. So if they can't get regular tenants in there to pay full price, they're offering them all kind of deals to get them in there. Or they'll be fined by the city. They want just a bunch. You go down Haight Street. Haight Street used to be thriving. It used to be the hippie hangout, and then it turned into a very high-end store. So they had both of them there. They had all the old hippie stores for character, and then they had all of these high-end stores up and down Haight Street, right? Most of those high-end stores have moved out now. And they have people where they got 3 or 4 businesses all under one roof, just selling items kind of thing. They don't even bother to decorate the place or nothing like that. Canada is going back into oh God, will it ever end, Sage? Canada is going back into lockdown. We would be next. Watch. Yep, it's been back and forth, back and forth. So people getting vaccinated, that's not having any effect. Why are the numbers still going up in certain states? Because people are rushing, like Texas, and these people in Florida. Were they rushing back? They having all the teenagers and shit coming to the beach and all that kind of stuff. Is that what it is? Check out the storage spaces auctions. They have great. Oh, check out the storage places auctions. They have great things as well. Now that'd really be something. Storage. Let me tell you a couple of stories. First of all, y'all remember Superfly? Ron O'Neal. Well, I used to live in Hollywood, and I would see Ron O'Neal playing tennis at this place where I used to pass by all the time, right? This is when I was dope fiend. So I would see him. One night, I was trashing, I used to do dumpster diving and all that they make fun of, but I was trashing around storage place, because sometimes if people didn't pay their bills, they would just throw all their shit into the dumpster, right? And many times they don't know what's in the damn thing. You might open a box up and be full of jewelry because it's all of a person's property. They just throw it in the trash. The ones where I would hit. I ran into these boxes, and it was all of Ron O'Neill's personal belongings. Now, if I was in my right mind, or if I was functioning on all cylinders, I would have taken that stuff, since I knew where this man played tennis at, and just gave it to him, because it included all of his diplomas, high school, college, well educated. He had many diplomas and so forth, personal things for this man that they had just dumped. Right? But a more interesting, it was a more interesting story. So I didn't act on it because I was getting loaded. But the other story, I ain't gonna tell you the other thing. I was gonna tell you how dangerous those places are, those storage places, right? So y'all know your uncle was a criminal, right? So here was one of the scams they used to pull. I think the statute of limitations covers this. I know the monsters will attack me for this, but I'm just giving you some information. What you would do was, one of the hustles was, you would get yourself a storage unit in a building. It's got to be an inside building where these storage places, right? Rent yourself a storage unit. Go into the storage unit before they close, right? Close your door like nobody's there, right? When the business closed, now you had to know layout, because some people had security systems in those places, but a lot of them didn't. So then you would hide in your storage unit. When the place closed down, you would go and you would take bolt cutters, open up several other storage units. You put all of the valuables into your storage unit, and then in the morning you would just leave, right? But your storage unit would be packed full of all this stuff. At any time you want after that, you would come back and just like you were moving your own property. That was a hustle. A lot of people did it. So be aware, people. Get those big heavy locks. You know them big heavy ones, them thick ones, you can't cut through those with bolt cutters. Don't get no cheapy lock, because you can only get through the cheapy locks. That's for free. I give that to y'all for free. Let's see how many days it takes for my monsters to come and attack me for that. Yeah, I was dumpster diving. Dumpster diving, honey, that is a standard. That's one of the first things you're going to learn when you start doing crystal meth. If you look and you see these guys, they're filthy, they're in the trash, they're more interested in the trash than they are who walks up on them. Police, anybody can walk up on them. No, they're in that dumpster diver, honey. That is one of the side effects of it. So when I wrote my book, how can I leave that out? It's like a primary thing. Now, many people won't do that forever as they get more, because I got out of it because I started making money. I started seeing it as a different thing than just doing that, you know. But a lot of people dumpster dive, honey. Whole lot of folk dumpster dive. Where was that question at? Okay. Charles Dodson, Tim, do you think if it had not been for drugs, you would have avoided any? Of course, absolutely. Oh no, honey, I was only a criminal because I did drugs. Before that, I never stole anything. Well, that's not true. But I used to steal from stores when I worked there, but I was no thief. I wasn't no criminal. I worked until I found meth. I found meth, honey, it changed everything, but that's what turned me into a criminal. That's also what turned me into selling drugs. I sold drugs so I wouldn't be homeless. It all goes together, buddy. But I think it's important to be honest about stuff like that, right? Because as long as you're not honest about it, it's like it has a hold on you. It doesn't have any hold on me. Nothing about my past has a hold where I have this thing inside of me eating away at me. No, there's no guilt. There's no nothing. It's gone, honey. But you have to expel it from yourself. Don't be carrying it around. You know, that's why people, they go to the therapist. The whole point of going to the therapist is to get out what's inside of you. If you've been abused as a child and you've held it in for years and years and years, and it's festered in you, and there's been a heaviness to you, you get better when you're able to expel what's inside of you. In other words, talk about it. Talk about it. Remember it. Acknowledge it. Then you get free of it. Y'all remember Sybil? Y'all remember Sybil? What was the lady's name? Was that Joanne Woodward and Sally Field, I think? And Sybil had all them personalities locked up inside her. And she was an extreme case, of course. But she was seeing a psychiatrist. And when they got to the things that happened to that little girl, why her personality split, because she couldn't accept the realities. So her personality had to split in order to deal with this horrible mother that she had. When she remembered, when she acknowledged what had happened to her, and when she was able to vocalize what had happened, when they got to the core of it, they dramatized, of course, but in the movie they showed the personalities just leaving. All these people leaving, these demons, honey. Those were her demons. They were expelled. So it's a great metaphor. Definitely would not be a criminal. I couldn't imagine the things. Don't never say never, honey. It's a great feeling to tell your truth. It sure is, honey. Be ye free. Okay. Twice or maybe 3 or 4 times, my worst symptom was a horrific cough. When I coughed, it made it the whole body hurt. Okay. So that's from your J Boss. You're talking about your reaction to these drugs, to the vaccination. Hopefully, I won't be sick. Mm-mm. Gabriel, you think it's just like COVID is just like a common cold? Well, what about all them dead people? Wait a minute, Gabriel Castro. You think it's like a cold? It might be like a cold to somebody. It might be like a cold to a 20-year-old that's in perfect health. It could be like that for some people. I mean, mostly it affected older people whose immune system wasn't as strong. But I think a lot of those people, even young people, got very, very sick, Gabriel. I mean, how many of them died? Well, I don't even know what the numbers are now, but how many thousands and thousands of people died from this thing? So I don't think it's like a cold. Where is Queenie? Did I lock him up? I locked him up. I locked him up. Well, it's not locked him up. I mean, my bedroom is almost the same size as this room, really. A little thinner. So he's in there because every time someone comes in the hallway when I'm in here, he starts barking. He gets on his daddy nerves. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kitsy Kate. Uncle Tim, some folks hate on you because they can't be honest about their demons. What's the truth? I mean, we're supposed to be adults here, but I don't know that YouTube is the best place to talk about honest things, serious things. They'll say, "Oh, why you tell it? Oh, you told you said that you did. You said you went in the dumpster. You said you went in the dumpster." They get the people going to the dumpster. Without the only one out there at the damn dumpster. What did you do? You know, they don't ever tell you all the shit they done did. Yeah. Everything's a secret. Everything's not like a church. The church, they don't give a damn about you what you do. They care about you getting caught. A part of the problem probably is I'm an older person, and I don't struggle with some of the things that other people still struggle with. I mean, let's face it, people. I'm hardly the only person who ever did drugs. But you would think that I was the only one on here. Your husband got his first and second. He's fine. Okay. Well, the majority of people are fine. I was waiting. I got my second one. I can be off work. Right. Oh, you want to be off work, Linda, when you get the second one? They're warning us about the second one. I guess because the second one is because you already have this stuff inside of you. It's almost like you're ODing on it. You're being saturated with this medication. But that's what they feel like it takes, you know. But it seems to me then that you're somewhat protected even after the first shot. The second one is that booster, and some people say you got to have a second one and a booster. So I don't know. They have all the answers yet. We're gonna have to wait a couple of years and see what the effect is on people, how long this thing lasts. Is it going to be a vaccine that lasts you forever, like you get chicken pox and measles shots, or will it be like flu shot where you got to get it every single year, forever? I'm holding off on taking the vaccine. Okay, Deborah Mitchell, do it whenever you're comfortable, honey. I think it'll get easier. You know, at first I couldn't get one because they kept saying that everything was closed down, but I found this agency that hooked me up. Linda B says the second shot of the Moderna is what seems to affect people the most. It even had my husband sitting down for a second. Yeah, I ran into my neighbor, the one who told me to get a shot at this place, Moderna, before. He told me that about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. I said, oh, I'm not in any big hurry, right? Today he was saying how the second shot had really made him sick. And then he was walking kind of funny. And he said, you ever have those days when your whole body just hurts and aches? I said, well, could it be the shot? I mean, because I said, well, I heard you only get sick for a couple of days. He said, no, I was sick for a whole month. But it couldn't have been a month because I talked to him, you know, but 3 weeks or a month. And then his body was hurting today. It could very well be the shot. But, you know, we're in our 60s, 70s. I don't know how old he is, but so I'm prepared for that, you know, to lay down for a few days. Johnson & Johnson vaccine 6 weeks ago, and I haven't had any symptoms, any problems. There are over 7 million who've taken Just Johnson. Right, they're taking a financial wallop here because when they shut them down from passing it out, that's millions and millions of dollars. I don't know who's paying for all this stuff. Is the federal government paying for it? Because all these companies that are coming up with these vaccines, some kind of way, they got to be getting paid in some kind of way, right? Because I think, from what I understand, it's free to everybody. So maybe it's just paid by the government. But if you only got a few cases and you done gave it to millions of people, I don't know that I mean, probably any kind of drug, if you give it to millions and millions of people, you have somebody get sick from it. But I think they have one death or something like that. So Margot says your mom took, and she's okay. She took Johnson & Johnson. But my mom is in her 60s. She had no problems at all. Okay. And Linda said her mom took it as well. You got your vaccine already? Yeah, I got my first one. I got the first one. I got to wait about a month for the next one. If you have told me Pfizer put them out too, okay. Husband was achy. Well, achy, I mean, that's not so bad. It's not like getting real sick, you know. Free Squeenie! Free Squeenie! Don't say that name. Hear me. Oh, strong. It kills me with the dog when he wants something and I'm not getting, because all they can only communicate with their eyes, right? And if he does that, that means he wants treats, right? But sometimes I can't get what do you need, dog? The water, you're hungry, you got to pee, you know, you got to figure it all out from the eyes. If I'm not getting what he's kind of communicate, he'll climb all on top of my head. I get off me. until I figure it out. Okay. Oh, damn, it's 4:30. You better go out and pee. I'm sorry, dog. Oh, I got to make an appointment for him today. Time for another haircut. I think it's just amazing what the power these animals have, though. I mean, people just walk down the street, they want to smile at the dog. What? He didn't say nothing. He didn't do nothing. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, gishy. For some reason, they decided to name the dog God backwards, honey. Who knows? Okay, let me go back into my stuff now. Okay. Drug fee site. Let me go to the end. I also had a mild case of COVID in April. Oh, you already had it. That's got to be helping. Get behind me, Satan. If you've already had it, then you would be more secure, right? Case of COVID in April 2020, and was alone, hallucinating for three weeks. Okay, but you've already had it. I think they'll make you even more immune, because many people believe that if you've already had it, you don't get it again, at least not in this time period. So if you had that and you've had COVID, the shot, you're probably pretty secure and safe. Hey, Tim, have you had a chance to do it? Yes, Margot, I was writing today. Yes, Margot. As a matter of fact, today, I got to get back to it. Today, I actually gave the voice to the killer. I just call it the killer, because the killer is recognizing that Nicole Reloaded, you hear this? She's recognizing that this person, why is she in all of these chats, right? So the killer's got a station set up where he's got all of these screens open. He's watching these people, right? He's on a mission. He or she, that doesn't make it clear. But he just now recognizing Nicole Reloaded is in all of these channels for 6 and 7 hours a day, right? So he's putting together that this person is probably some kind of agency. I mean, you can't just kill 2 people and walk away, right? That's where I'm at today. So yes, I've been writing. I think I'm a third of the way through the book. In the middle of chapter 5, I'll be in chapter 6 by tomorrow. Yeah, it's about a third of the way. Between 15, 18 chapters. So we're moving in that direction. Keep that train moving. Over 500,000 isn't a small number of deaths. 500,000. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't heard nothing about no 500,000 deaths, Damage Carter. Wait a minute. I'll get back. Over 500,000 isn't a small number of deaths. Lost 4 family members to COVID. Oh, no. Okay, so you're saying to COVID, not to the vaccine. Over 500,000. Okay, so we're at 500,000 deaths. Yeah, lost 4 family members to COVID, and none was past 50. Yeah, you're right about that. It ain't like a cold. Whoever said that. But we're talking about the deaths from the vaccine. That's only like 1 or 2 out of a couple of million people. That's more about the person, I would imagine, than it is the thing. The COVID vaccine is not a cure. Okay. It's a prophylactic, right? Well, a cure would be if you have COVID, they give it to you. I don't know if it has any effect. Like they have things that keep you safe from HIV, but if you already are HIV, it's not going to cure you of HIV, right? It could prevent you from getting it if you don't have it. That video over to when can we get that video of Uncle Tim's childhood enjoyments, such as film, TV, toys, snacks? Oh my goodness. Who the hell cares about some old bitch? I mean, excuse me, I'm not an old bitch, but what my snacks are, girl. Goonies never say die. Mm-hmm. I was born a poor black child in Indianapolis, Indiana. Strangely enough, my mama moved to San Francisco when I was 1 to, I think, wait a minute. No, I was 3 years old to 6 years old. And I never dreamed that I would be back in the very same city. I can walk to the projects where we lived. So we was born poor. Our interests didn't have a whole lot of interests, you know. I had a regular standard kind of childhood, being raised by a single parent. I didn't go to the left. I was in California years before I even did drugs. I mean, it wasn't that interesting to me. So I didn't start doing dope till I was 28. But before that, I was in AA. So I started doing, weed and stuff like that at 20 when I got to LA. And that changed everything. It messed it up, So the advice, don't do dope. Keep it simple. Don't do it. Don't try it, honey. Don't try it. You don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on you. I think it served a purpose. I think I was a coward. I was running because everybody I knew was getting sick from AIDS at that time. And right when they were getting sick from AIDS, you would think it would be the last time that you would actually want to use drugs, right? But no, it was a great escape from the reality of what was going on in West Hollywood. So I think that was a big part of it. A big part of it was not having to deal with reality, because it felt like we were all getting sick. Now, a lot of people escaped that. I mean, gay people, the community is thriving at this point. So not everybody was dying, but it seemed for a while like everybody was dying. So you just wanted to escape reality. It doesn't matter how it starts. After it starts, the drugs take over anyway. It doesn't give a damn why you started. If you were at a party and somebody gave you something, it doesn't care. It is a demon that we take on. Deborah Mitchell can't wait for the book. Me either, honey. I can't wait to. It's very just to complete. I never completed anything in my life until I started writing. So it ain't gonna make you rich, but it just feels good to actually start something and complete it. And I'm a good writer. I can write. I'm amazed by that. I can write much better than I can talk. I'll tell you that. Y'all check out my books. I'm on Amazon under Timothy Blaine. There's 5 books on there. 4 besides The Myth Monster. But the other series is good too. Oh, Sharon, you spoke to Gamish Carter. Oh, the Gamish Carter. He lives down the street from me. I'm looking thin up top. I am. There's a new camera. on Ned Webster. That's the new camera, honey. Believe me, I ain't lost nothing. Although I did lose 10 pounds. Well, you think everybody's gaining weight. I actually lost 10 pounds. I don't know if it's got something to do with their damn diabetes or not, but I'm not eating great big old meals. They told me that it's best to just eat constantly, right? So eat 5 times a day instead of 3 times a day. I used to eat 1 time a day, and I would get these big old burritos and stuff like that with all this trimmings and all that shit. I ain't doing that no more, because the thing is, you just, on diabetes, you just can't get hungry. That's when you get all the headaches and all that kind of shit. So I'm eating less, but maybe if you put all of it together, it'll be a big meal, but it's stretched out all day. Anyway, I lost 10 pounds. I'm amazed. I've been going to the gym for the last 10 years, 12 years, and I ain't lost shit. Excuse my language. I haven't lost a pound. And now I've lost 10 sitting at home. You lost 3 family members due to COVID. Oof. One of my best friends lost his mom. Yeah. I don't know who's all lost, because I've just been here by myself. I'm sure there'll be stories when we would get back. People who are no longer here. Think about all the people who are out there on the street, all the homeless people and so forth. What kind of protection did they have? A lot of them, they put them in hotel rooms by themselves and so forth, who had been exposed to COVID. But we don't know how many people actually. I mean, we didn't have any vaccines recently. I don't want the Uncle Tim story to disappear after passing. That is why so I can always tell your life story complete. Okay, Goonies, go read Meth Monster. That tells the whole story from birth until 44 when I got clean. It stops there though. I mean, I have a life. I have somewhat of a life after that. Smaller portions speeds up your metabolism. Okay, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Sometimes it's just one of those little breakfast sandwiches. I eat that twice a day. But yeah, I ain't got to be piling on the plate and nothing like that. That's right, Black Folk Beauty. We know Gamage Carter Squeenie gets anything he wants: chicken, eggs, shrimp, etc. Don't forget the steak. He eats steak and cheese every single day. I said, dog, listen, you gonna stop playing me. What kind of dog eating steak and cheese every single day, please? He was enjoying the chicken, then he got tired of the chicken, stopped eating it. A manipulative dog. Mm. As they get older, though, they'll. My vet told me that as they get older, they all end up most basically on kibble. So they start off eating anything they want, kind of like us, and then at the end they just want kibble. They just eat kibble. So let's hope before the dog breaks me. Oh no, honey. No, Damage Carter. Don't even think about it. Tim is afraid to leave the dog with me. He knows he's going to be straight dog food. Oh, and a few treats? He would never accept that. He would never accept that. He would just sit there on the bed looking at your ass. They can break you down just looking at you, honey. What do you want, dog? You're just a dog. I'm the one that's a person, honey. Please. I have dominion over you. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. Old school artist named Walter Jackson. No, I don't know that person. I think you would enjoy his music. Okay. I will email you a link. Okay. Walter Jackson. Never heard of him. Help me go. Charles Dodson. Okay. Okay. I've seen the news in China considering mixing all three. Oh, Jesus Christ. You seen China is considering mixing all three vaccines? What is the issue there? I thought they were ahead of us. Half a stuffed cabbage? Oh my goodness. I remember I told you guys when I ordered this damn DoorDash hamburger. I came back and there wasn't this. I don't think it was this dog or the other one. I don't remember. One of them, they got onto my TV tray and had the whole damn hamburger in his mouth when I came out. Excuse me, I'm not eating that no damn dog. Okay, thank you. I work out voluntarily 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 due to generalized dysphoria. You work out that much? 18 hours a day? So you're always on the move. Okay. Yeah, they say you should do kibble. I guess I'm just lazy because then he takes where he just eats the food around the damn kibble. He bumped into the steak. That was an accident because I had it in the house for myself. It's like those Eero sandwiches, little thin slices. They're not, the slices are no bigger than, like, say, bologna or something like that, right? You make Eero sandwiches out of them. So one day I gave him some of that, and he liked it so much that I just ended up just buying him that Next thing you know, that's all he would eat. He stopped eating the chicken altogether. So you got to be careful what you treat him with. Same thing with the treats. I used to get the cheap stuff. He had no idea what anything else was. And now he won't touch the cheap treats. So that was, he's an expense. But you like spoiling your children. If your child asks you for bread, will you give him a stone? That's Bible. It gives him great pleasure. It gives God pleasure to give you what you need. Less emojis. He bumped into the steak, and he will not let it go. He said, right, so the dog was going to Safeway and buying steak? Excuse me. You did it. You spoiled your child. You should have took parenting classes. But really, the steak doesn't cost any more than chicken, really. I mean, they had it on sale. I bought a whole lot of it yesterday because they had it like half price. But those little steak flanks, I don't think they hurt the dog at all. And it doesn't cost anything more than buying them chicken every day. The chicken broth. Yeah, I could boil some chicken broth and put it in there, but he's already eating steak now. And it's not even that much because his little bowl is small, you know. But he gets so many treats and stuff. He hasn't gained any weight, so if he gets start getting, you know, puffy, then I'll have to make some changes. All right, you guys. I don't run my mouth enough. God bless you guys. Have a good Friday night. Right? Squeenie, I'm sure Squeenie sings the love, Margot Wilson. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Later.